Come on now, dog. You know, come on, man. You got my accent down. I'm weak. Finance, real estate, investment, trust. I mean, 17. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like this, it does. It moves like a. It move. It don't. It doesn't even move that well for me to want to mess with it personally. But if you see something with it, bro, there's nothing wrong with that. And the monthly looks okay. Like this is nice consolidation, and it's almost at COVID lows. And I think a lot of money is gonna get end up being rotated into some of these underperformers anyway. So maybe, bro, maybe. Um, I bought Circle at 111, and I forever cooked. Am I forever cooked? I don't think so. I actually like Circle, and the reason I like Circle is because first of all, crypto has not gone through what I believe crypto is going to end up doing here soon. Now, now, 111 isn't that bad of an entry. I'd hold it. I hold it. I'd hold it because I think crypto is going to go crazy, and I think AI agents and stable coins. I think some of that is still getting worked out, and I think you're just early. I think you're just early. Now, on the next pop, I would sell it. Okay, on the next pop, I would sell it because what's going to end up happening with Bitcoin, and what's going to end up happening with crypto in general when an actual recession does hit? Like we're seeing this extreme bull run, right? I mean, on the other, I don't like some of the data is just insane. But on the other side of these extreme bull runs, you usually see a large correction, recession, and Bitcoin's never been in one of those. So I'd be very wary of holding Bitcoin outside of this. As soon as Bitcoin starts getting above 90K, I start looking to sell some Circle. Just me personally, okay. Now you can do what you want, okay. You can do what you want. I don't know everything. Bitcoin go to $500 billion, and it can go to $500 billion. But with what I'm seeing, I just don't think so. Not this cycle. But anyways, let's look at some individual stocks. I'm not gonna be live for too long tonight. I just want to look at a few things because I really want to see how this week develops. Some of the things I am paying attention to, like you see right here, is the cues. First of all, we've called this entire rally from top to bottom, all the way since 2023. We called this huge rally right here. We even said the bottom right here from this daily hidden bull divergence. Now I believe for the cues, I think we end up seeing all-time highs, and I definitely think we start seeing 780. Now 850 is my second target that I believe we're going to end up seeing. Now will it happen this leg? I don't know. Could we pull back beforehand? We do have the Iran, and we do have the peace deals coming up again, etc. And we there's still some stuff that isn't worked out necessarily that could drag us a little bit. But I think where we're going on the cues is ultimately 780, and maybe even 850. Okay, so what I mainly want to look at, is individual stocks, UMC, like UMC. Okay, yeah, like some smaller caps, some low budget, stuff like this. And oh my goodness, you are so right, bro. You are so right. Now I wish I would have saw this, way back over here when it was consolidating, because this is gonna end up pulling an INTC move. Okay, so if we're looking at UMC, it's now breaking up. So this is a momentum trade now, and now all we have to do is find some price targets. Okay. Now how I draw price targets, I get the fib tool and I do it from the swing high to the swing low. And this is actually a .com stock. It's breaking out of almost no 25 years of consolidation. This thing is breaking out of 25 years of consolidation in a huge cup and handle. Just nasty. So we know that these price targets, it already hit the first one at 1948. The second one is the $30.60, and the fourth one, or the third one, is at $41. Okay, so I like UMC. I think it's going to continue to trend upwards. It already looks like it's breaking out again. There's no reason to be bearish on something like this. It literally, I just feel like like if I was looking at it right now, I feel like I was a little bit too late, because where I would like to buy it was, where I would personally like to get it is at this. Oh my gosh, I wish I saw it, bro. This is why I gotta go live more often, because I wish I would have saw it. This would have just been a layup. We would have just walked down the court and put the ball and hit the ball off the backboard in the square box, and it would have just been easy, because it was hidden daily diverging right here. Just nasty work. You could have got it $18, and like, oh my goodness. But yeah, now it's a little bit too late for me personally, because it's already breaking out, and I like buying at good opportunities. But yeah, UMC looks great. It looks like INTC pretty much. I want to look at HIMX. It looks like INTC, and INTC is going to end up doing the exact same thing, and it's already at close to its second target, which is 152. Okay, and we just did the same thing. All these stocks that are breaking out from these .com bubble peaks, you could just draw it from the swing high to the swing low right here, and you end up getting the first target we knew it was going to end up getting to 112. The second target is actually the 173. Okay, so INTC is going to end up getting the 175, 176, 173. But anyways, let's look at HIMX. Look at HIMX. HIMX, what is this? Electronic semiconductors. I like these semiconductor stocks you guys like to look at, especially these lower cap ones, $3 billion. This is basically where the stock we just looked at was, a week ago, right? This thing is actually, sorry. Yeah, this thing is hidden daily diverging from here to here, and you're getting it at a way better price point. So, and we're in a small cap, we're in a higher risk asset type of market, to where lower caps and small caps are going to end up getting, I think, bid more than some of these mega caps, right? But if we look at this stock HIMX, this thing is hidden daily diverging crazily right now. Okay, I love it, and you're getting it at a nice buying point. What do these contracts look like? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do these contracts look like? Because this looks incredible. This looks incredible. Okay, it looks like it's gonna go up. Now all we have to do is, when did the stock come out? 07, 2008. Now all we have to do is, okay, what are some price targets? Broke out from the party starts level, kind of reached this first target at 26, and the second target is still around $39. So I like HIMX. I especially like it right here, and it's even retesting. Like, you're even getting a retest of the highs that it had in 2021, and back here. So it's not a bad one. Now, I don't know anything about their fundamentals. I don't even know about this stock at all. Okay. Now, if it was INTC or a stock that's well known, then sure. But I don't know too much about the stock. But I do know TA wise, it looks phenomenal. So shout out to whoever said this one. I think it looks incredible. I think it's going to end up going back to all-time highs, and you're getting it at a nice price point because you're buying the low of the hidden daily divergence. Meaning the RSI is reset to levels back when this was $7, even like down here back in consolidation. So it looks good. Looks ready for another rally. GFS is one of my favorite stocks right now. Okay, GFS. First of all, this is just a layup type of play. GFS. We've been talking about this stock since around $50, and now it's at 85, and I have price targets to 109. Okay, and the reason being is this stock is actually backed. Do some research on this stock. This stock is actually backed by the U.S. Treasury, and they're doing silicone photonics. Okay, and if you guys don't know about photonics, they transfer data quicker. Okay, photonics is like a bottleneck, per se, and a lot of people are looking for that next phototronics play. And the reason I know is because we got an AXTI back when it was like $19, and it went all the way to 146. Back when I was just looking for stocks that look good TA wise, but not knowing that photonics is like a bottleneck in the AI space. Okay, supposedly, and GFS I think is a United States backed photonics play, and semiconductor, this is INTC Junior. This is INTC Junior. That's the best way I can explain it. So this is a $47 billion market cap stock. That should excite a lot of you guys, because that means it has a lot of room to go to the upside. Okay, it's in at $85. First target is 109. Second target is 158. So somebody said, "Do I like GFS?" I love GFS, and this is probably one of my, like I said, this has been one of my favorite stocks. This has been one of my favorite stocks. I mean, this is about to break. Like, it's pretty obvious at this point. If this is pretty obvious that this is going to go to $110. Okay, it's pretty obvious. The only way you're going to end up ruining this is if you buy some roach contracts. You try to get this week's contracts. I'd be looking at August calls. You could probably get away with some July monthly calls, probably, but I'd be mainly looking at August, or just buying some equity. Right, a lot of you guys just buying some equity, just buying some shares and holding on to it, for the next 5 to 10 to 20 years. That's it, just holding on to it. But anyways, what is going on with Baba? I hate China. I don't know. We'll follow if you do BB. What do you think, man? What? Man, put the comments some stocks you guys want to look at, man. Like I said, I don't plan on being live for too long tonight. Um, Phototonics over gin and tonics, bro. New all-time high. Yeah, Life 360 is ready to go. MX, ASTS. What is space? What is some of these space stocks doing, man? I know they're not doing too hot. Yeah, I know they're not doing too hot. I know they're not doing too hot. The reason I know is because a lot of people were acting like this was like the beta play to SpaceX, and a lot of people got cooked on this one. I don't like any of them personally. I know the space economy is not even really here just yet. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, probably it's just not here. So I'm not really interested in any of these plays, and they're already ran up like quite a bit. Okay, and we called this correctly, from right here because we said it had this hidden bull divergence on a weekly. So, and it got to the party start level. It didn't close above for the past 3 weeks. I'm not interested. Um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not interested right now. I think there's a lot of better stocks that actually the earnings match up. This is what I'm paying attention to. I think the stocks that earnings are matching up with the stocks earnings that are matching up with the price. Okay, so if you look at like Adobe and some of these software companies, they're only trading at like 11x price to earnings ratio. Okay. Meanwhile, they're actually putting in real revenue. ASTS, what are they putting in? Like 100 million dollars. Like it's a speculative stock, very speculative. But let's look at MX, man. You keep spamming it. It's like Starbucks. Yeah, that's another very good example. Like Airbnb. I think those stocks are going to end up leading us into the next leg. I absolutely love MX right here. If you missed any MX plays, this is now your time to get into some MX. Looks absolutely incredible. Okay, and I've been on MX since the early days, since this was like $3. Okay, now you're getting another entry on a semiconductor play, the only semiconductor play out of South Korea. Which, if you know South Korea is doing like huge memory stuff with, I think it's Samsung or H Hynix, one of the two. And this is the only listed semiconductor play on the Nasdaq. So I absolutely love MX, and you're getting another crack at it on this daily hidden divergence. It's now or never, okay? It's now or never for something like MX. I want to check one more thing. It's now or never for something like MX. It's even closing above. Like this is the buying area. It's even retesting the other high. Like if MX doesn't go right here, then it's never gonna go. Okay, this is the bounce area for it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Whoever said this one, shout out to you. I think it's now time again to mess with some MX, and I love it. I think like it looks good right here. It just looks good. I was gonna look at something else, but I forgot. Somebody said, "Okay, please do BlackBerry." Intel breakout to 250 soon. I don't know about 250. My price target is around 180 for it. 250, that'd be insane. I'm not saying it's impossible. We are in a euphoric market, but I'm looking at 150 first, and then 175 ish second. 250 is kind of crazy. Somebody said NP. Shout out to whoever said NP. These type of stocks, okay? These type of stocks. NP looks absolutely incredible. Undervalued. If you like ASTS, I think NP is probably what you want to be looking for here because it first of all, the government is buying it, right? $400 million purchase not too long ago on this first leg that you had right here, right? Now it's been consolidating for almost an entire year. Almost an entire year in November. Okay, so about half a year actually. Or 7 months, 7, 8 months. And now it's holding above 58.60, 64. It needs to continue to hold above there. It needs to get above 67. Party starts above 77. But above 77, we can just look at some price targets, which I think NP, if you're not looking to be a roach, if you're looking to get some professional contracts like some August calls, some September calls, I think NP could do you very well because not a lot of people are paying attention to it right now. Okay, and if it just adds $10 billion of market cap, which is very very possible in this market, especially when you need these rare earth minerals for AI, and when you know that America is trying to become self-sufficient and independent That's why they invested money in the MP. That's why they invested money in the Intel. Then this just makes sense. It just makes sense. Why can't it get to 20 billion in this euphoric market? But price targets at 134 and even 190. Okay, so I like MP. I'm actually looking to buy it inside the Discord link in the bio. I'm looking to buy it on Monday. That's what I said in the long term holds. Just looking at the long term holds. I said, hey, I'm looking to buy some MP. I'm looking to buy some MP. Oh yeah, some MP. You think Nokia is undervalued? I don't know. I would say I'm not sure. I actually have a funny. I'm actually gonna show you guys this before I get out of here. But I have an Airbnb. I want to look at Airbnb. Airbnb looks like it's ready to actually break out crazily. Okay, these are the stocks that I'm talking about. Stocks that have real revenue. Um, and Airbnb's actually benefiting a lot from the FIBA stuff. But I mean, this thing has been consolidating for 5, 6 years. It's added to the S&P 500. I mean, Airbnb looks absolutely incredible. Um, but as for Nokia, if you want to know when the top of the market is going to happen, I'm paying attention to Nokia getting to around $26. And the reason I say that is because you draw the fibs from the dot com high all the way to the low of all the way to the low where it started consolidating in 02, 04, 06, etc. And it takes you back to the 618 at $42. Now, where did it top out at $42? Well, it topped out at $42 in '08. In '08. Okay, now if we draw from the top of '08 all the way down to the bottom of where we're getting this consolidation, it says 26. So I'm looking at no I'm looking at Nokia to get to 27 before I think the market can top. So I think Nokia is going to go up. Okay, I think it's going to get to 27. That's my price target for 27. Now, will this hypothesis work? I think it could. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think we could see some more euphoria. Like I said, I think the Qs can get to 850. So if the Qs can get to 850, yeah. Anyway, don't pay attention to that. BlackBerry, Starbucks. You guys want to look at BlackBerry. You want to look at Starbucks. Um, Earnings is in 4 days for BlackBerry, so I have nothing that I could tell you. I have nothing that I could tell you for something like BlackBerry because it has earnings in 4 days, and earnings is gonna do what it does, no matter what the TA is telling it. So, no clue, no clue. Love Starbucks. Starbucks is a stock that has not broken out, and like I said, I think that everything rally is gonna end up coming, and the stocks that are underweight, the stocks that not a lot of people are paying attention to, the stocks that have been getting left on the back burner because AI is currently in the front fold of everything. I think stocks like Starbucks are going to end up getting bid. This thing has been consolidating for 6 years. No, since 2019, really. 2019 for 7 years. 7 years it's just been consolidating. Meanwhile, they've been adding revenue. They've been having increases. $10 billion in revenue. They're trading at like a 12x price to earnings ratio. I absolutely love it. The only thing that needs to happen is that you get some weekly closes above 104, 105. If you can get some weekly closes above 104, 105, you then can have it, start going at 126, 161. You can enter into price discovery mode. So if you like Starbucks, wait for it to, see if it can start closing above 104, 105. But it looks like it's ready. Like I'm looking at this, like it just looks good. It just looks good. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live show. I will be back on Wednesday. I go live every Wednesday and Sunday, and we look at some stuff. But make sure you guys check out the link in the bio, and you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a blessed rest of your night. Good luck. Good luck trading these weeks. Good luck trading tomorrow. Okay, we should get some very nice volatility. Very nice volatility. We should get some very nice opportunities as always. And I'll talk to you guys later, man. I'm out. Peace.